The Future Factory is an idea we have been having for quite a long time to generate discussion within the left and left organizations about security. Because at the end of the day, every single fight we fight, it is the fight for more security, a level of safety that allows you to develop yourself freely.
L'incertezza radicale vale per noi, ma vale per tutti. Non c'è realismo politico possibile in una fase come la nostra in assenza di utopia.
Si è riproposta la necessità della costruzione di una rete antifascista in Europa e io aggiungo nel mondo. Tema della sicurezza, come contrapporre la sicurezza sociale alla sicurezza militare.
We need an international movement that is international and at the same time local, that is national and local. We need to relate these three different levels.
Of course, there's no peace if I don't have a dignified salary. There's no peace if the public healthcare system, for example, is being privatized.
The EU invests its money to build these countries up to join the EU, supposedly.
We have to be able to articulate together the fact that we are the defenders of life itself. And I hope that the Future Factory helps you all to go back to your struggles with this thought.
Attraversando la pandemia si stanno aprendo delle condizioni per appunto intervenire sulle grandi contraddizioni. L'avvento del governo di destra non sta andando nessuna di queste direzioni.
Oggi il mondo è in crisi per il nazionalismo.
Capitalism is coming back more aggressive. They are talking of the end of the work. For them, the middle class is widening and the working class is narrowing. So the working class is challenging them to say, okay, if the productivity is the same one with less hours of work for the workers, let's work less hours.
It's a capital strategy to produce the crisis and to use the crisis. Bargaining for the common good says we have to think differently.
Care should take over and project in the future this idea of society that was contained in the word work.
If we're right, we said that we will have a lot of men claiming the street. Like we want those 16 weeks of parental leave, and it was the contrary. So it's like we have to increase redistributive. So it's like, yeah, it's a right for the whole society, but we are talking about social justice.
So there are multiple research findings attesting to younger citizens' feelings that their voice is not heard, their influence on politics is little or none.
They prefer, finally, to engage in ephemeral, ad hoc, issue-based campaigns rather than more long-term organizational projects.
Often refugees are found between the choice of receiving aid or giving up their data privacy. So there is in the end no consent.
First, they try measures against migrants, even things that are considered unacceptable for European citizens, and then they slowly get expanded.
Quello che oggi noi chiamiamo il piano ex CGIL for Future non è un piano precostituito. Per resistere però dobbiamo fornire una soluzione, non può resistere semplicemente per puro atto di volontà.
Europe is complaining about the migrants that are running away from the continent because of poverty.
Where is the money from the continent going? The money is being channeled towards militarism. So as long as we don't challenge the patriarchal capitalist industries, we are not going anywhere. Because this is a cycle. For as long as weapons are being produced, for as long as weapons are being used in exchange of resources from the continent, yes, there will be poverty in the continent.
We have two strategies. One, solidarity and alliances among, as you said before, all the people who is suffering from this paranoid and psychotic security. But the second is the fair law.
Spreading fear of immigration waves is a tool to fuel nationalism. It's a tool to justify data collection, racial policing, militarizing borders, and maintaining the systematic exploitation of labor.
Abbiamo uno scontro della globalizzazione dentro a questa crisi egemonica con la B2B. Dopo la pandemia permetteva aprire quello che era stato l'inconscio represso, no? La rimozione assoluta di tutta la fase neoliberista della Costituzione europea, per dirla semplice, la lotta di classe. E nel mondo atlantico la guerra è diventata la meglio soluzione. La NATO a giugno passato a Madrid ha dichiarato che anche la questione della frontiera, la questione della migrazione, quindi la mobilità umana è una faccenda di guerra.
You have also a dismantling of labor rights, yeah, and a competition that keeps bringing things down. So what happens now is that it's hit a limit, I think, yeah. So what you see is a unionization that has been co-opted by capital, ossified, unable to respond for many years, which now begins to wake up because the crisis is too much. Either you fight or you die. Yeah? I am happy to say that I think this is the best moment I've seen in the European labor movement, because literally you have had a wave of strikes that I believe is going to inject much needed militancy. Yeah. We need to occupy, just like everything else, not just the plaza. We need to occupy the unions. We need to become active ourselves in the unions and become the very leaders we are waiting for. The very leaders we are waiting for.
On the right side, it is good that climate change, there is now a consensus that it's a global issue, that needs global solutions. But what we need to build further is how to address this, and at the same time ensure that the sectors and countries that were sacrificed before will not be further sacrificed.
We've been also finalizing the mural that you can see. That is a summary, an artistic summary of our debates. You can see yesterday's performance. You can see Osama standing there. You can see references of care work, transversality.
Zamonitować buba bomba. Z tego powodu w Afganistanie nie było zasady.
About like different type of soldiers. There's those soldiers who are racist, who enjoy. Then there's those who really believe, like everyone believes, also they're scared for their lives and they have to do it. And then there's those, like who feel like, that is doing the wrong thing. They're just messing up their lives, That the oppressors are post-traumatic and traumatic, so what the oppressed feel like.
So, where are you going?
At home.
Home? You think you can just pass and go home?
No.
Or you show me your papers, please.
Just have a walk.
Have a walk? You think you can just have a walk? It's expired, so how do you think you can pass here? No papers. Italian NGO? Italian and no.
Why not?
Stay inside. Why you came to help them? Oh, you're also the night rationale. Please, be sorry, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
The panel of art and political intervention, art work, as labor, as material conditions of living.
For me as an artist, I was like, okay, what I can do for making them money, how they can continue making money, but not killing people, you know. And maybe also trying to bring the idea of the TNT, the material which is used in these gun machines, back to for what they founded. They founded for structure, for building, not for destroying. The American capitalist gun, the M16, like multi-gun. It's not only like a screwdriver. So the last one, it's for example, you know, you want to screw to the corner, you cannot reach it, you know. So it's not only, you know, this is only you can, if you stick zigzag, so still functioning. So if you destroy your gun, if you give me your gun and you want to destroy it, I give you 10 tools instead, you know.
Two covers and an original song. So the first song is by Joni Mitchell, if you know it, Woodstock.
And we the song about we are stardust, we are golden. This fanzine is mainly by June, so where you have a few time to contribute with pictures, with poems, with writing, with some of ideas that you've been writing down on your notes.